All right, we live, y'all. Hip Hop Talks presents The Corner, the podcast where we talk about everything that's going around the world, including up and coming hip hop. We play up and coming artists' music. Most importantly, it's the topics and the discussions and all the other stuff that's going around in the community and the current events. Sal, you in here?
Yep, I'm right here.
Okay. It's over. You up in here?
I'm in the building.
Okay. America, you can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you real good.
Okay, everybody's up in here, man. So how everybody doing tonight? What's good, y'all?
Good.
Y'all turned down.
It seems all dead. What's good with everybody?
I didn't had a bad week, so I'm trying to recover from just having a bad week. But overall, I'm blessed. I'm good.
Okay, man. It's been a roller coaster week, man. We've had guilty verdicts. Shock G just passed away tonight, man.
Yeah.
It's been an up and down week for everything, man. How y'all feeling about everything that's been going down this week? Well,
Happy about the verdict. I'm happy about that verdict. That was the best highlight of like the year right now that they convicted that man.
Yes,
right.
Very touching.
So one by one, everybody, let's go ahead. Everybody, I want y'all to react and tell everybody how y'all feel about the verdict personally. How did it affect your household? You know what I'm saying? Are your kids talking about it? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How did it affect you? It's over.
One thing I want to say is, man, I'm definitely, I'm surprised. I didn't think that it was going to turn out that way. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, it was enough evidence, but you know how the system is. You know how the law is. You feel what I'm saying? And you know how the cops get down and how they show the cops love. So I'm definitely happy with how it turned out. But for black people, man, I just see a lot of black people like we won. We didn't win nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we got justice for, George Floyd, but you can't be ignorant and think we won. There was nothing won out of this situation. That little girl still don't have her dad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, saying a goddamn thing. You feel me? So I think we need to wisen up in that aspect. I see people like we won. It's like, how ignorant can you be? You feel what I'm saying? So
far from that.
Right, we got justice, and hopefully we continue to get justice when the situation, calls for that. You feel me?
Okay. So I felt that way too. It's kind of like a bittersweet moment. Like, yeah, we finally got one out of what, like the hundreds, and man, it's been so fucking many. Excuse my language, man, but it's been so many of them to where, and they all have managed to somehow. We could even go back to the Rodney King thing where they beating the hell out of this man on camera. Why do we even need a trial for these things that they're doing on camera, bro? Like, and the Rodney King incident was like 30 years before social media and everything. Everybody saw that. They still got off.
Absolutely.
Still got off.
You know what I think it is, though? I think the laws need to change. I think we need to focus more on the laws and
reform.
Reform. And the laws, they protect the officers. They don't protect us. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
I think something. Just speaking on that alone, like when it was a situation with my father, and he was a group of guys and stuff. They hanged out in front of an apartment building or whatever, and my father was arrested. And then after he was arrested, he was so-called, they said, lost in the system, and ended up being in a medical penitentiary where my father was murdered by his cellie that had killed 6 other cellies, and they put my father in there. They said by accident, that he wasn't even supposed to be in that jail. He was supposed to still, do his little. It was a probation violation in West Valley, and he ended up being lost in the system and was killed. And when we tried to, you know, lawyer up and, you know, and try to get justice for even my father even being lost in the system, my grandmother was getting like threatening messages, letters, and, you know, things being left on her doorstep. And then we went through some other situations with the cop or whatever. And it's like, even though we got this verdict, we are far from accomplishing what we have. We're going through thousands of years of, you know what I'm saying, of our ancestors and stuff and family members being brutally, you know, murdered or beaten or accused of things that, you know, that we have not done. You see right now, there's so many men in prison right now because of loss of evidence or because the police said this and that, and they basically took their side. Like, even though this little girl, you know, we say that, okay, the verdict is in and that, you know, this man is going to prison, but this is it. Now, from now on, like, how are we going to move on from that? How are these police going to change? Even when we got the verdict, a little girl gets shot. Little boys, the 4 boys got their bikes taken because this woman wanted to be on her little power trip and take these young black boys' bikes. For what reason? When the laws start to change and they take these cops and retrain them and fix these laws and things like that, we're still not going to, you know, get no type of justice. You think they care about us? No. Then they get on TV and the first thing they say is like, oh, we built this country and this and that, you know, like me and my husband was talking earlier, like, we built this country. What did you build? You built stuff off our backs. You guys did not do it. You took people from their lands. You stole people's lands and, you know, and try to create your own thing, your own rules. And now we have to abide by them. You think they care about us? No, they don't. Because if push come to shove, they're all going to be against us, no matter freaking what. They smile in our face. They tell us they're with us. We're all for the old Black Lives Matter. You guys' lives do matter. But our lives really do matter? Because if I go into a job right now and I try to go get the same job as one of them with the same qualifications, who's going to get hired first? If you get pulled over right now, same situation, or even not even the same situation. I seen something on TV, on social media, where this white guy was literally cussing at the cops. He had a gun on his seat and the cop was like talking to him nicely. If that would have been a black guy, if they would have seen something shiny, even your keys, your cell phone lighting up, the first thing they would have did was shot you.
They would have seen a hand movement. They would have shot
anything. They would have shot you. And like, I don't know if you guys seen the thing with that governor. I think it's the governor of New Jersey. Like he said, things are not going to change until, and it's sad to say, God forbid this ever happen, but there's not going to make a change until white kids start getting killed. And it's sad to say, and it's a bad thing, but it's not, nothing's going to change until somebody start doing something to them.
Erica, go ahead. How you feel about it?
I think they made him take one for the team. They was looking like, you know, it's too much going on. You acted out a little bit too much for, you about to take this for the team because we ain't about to have them act out. We can't deal with it right now. And we just gonna take you. And he thought they was gonna have his back, and nah, you just won. This is bigger than that. So you taking one for the team. He was surprised.
Exactly. You seen the look on his face? Did you see the look on his face though? Like, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna take this. But look, the thing of it is that we haven't even got his sentencing yet.
And this one they couldn't. They couldn't make.
We haven't even got his sentencing yet.
Nope.
I was talking to this dude at my job, and he was like, what would you do differently as a police officer, like as the chief of police? Like, what would you do different? And I said, I would make it mandatory that each officer in these communities get out and talk to these people that live in these communities so that they're not so damn scared of them, because they act like they so scared of us when they don't even get out and talk to us. Like, if you get out and talk to us,
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea that they do some type of like, like before you you go on a field or whatever, they make you do certain amount of hours, like community service. They should have like, like community service to like, to be able to be put back on the street, like basically like reform you to get back out there and, go to the communities, talk to these people, volunteer with these people.
Exactly.
And I don't think they're scared of us.
Their biggest excuse when this shit happens is I was scared. I was threatened as an officer. I didn't know.
They're not scared. I think that's bullshit. Excuse my language.
Exactly.
I think that's just a cop out. They're not scared. They just have this ego trip.
In order for them to not be scared, get out and talk to these people and get to know these people and stop harassing people all damn day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen videos on Facebook of certain cops in like the South. They'll get out their cars and play basketball with the kids. And, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all can't do shit like that instead of harassing us all day? You know what I'm saying? Still protect and serve, but get to know us too. Like, all of us ain't out here terrorizing the community.
But you're saying like get to know us like we're animals. They got to get to know us. We're your neighbors. We've lived next door to you. We went to school with you. But you're scared of us? No, you're on a power trip. They were raised a certain way. These ones that are acting like this, they're raised that way.
Exactly.
They're raised that way.
How can you help?
You act like they seen boys in the hood and now they're scared of us. No, fuck that. You guys, that's no. No. They know us. Exactly. It's embedded in their brain. Like they're literally taught this stuff as growing up. Not to fear us, but to basically try to take, basically try to like take advantage or like have this little power trip over us. That's what they're doing.
Somebody got an echo.
To fear us, basically try to take, but it's trying to like take advantage or like have this little power trip over us. That's what they're doing.
Hold on. Who is that? Somebody. Is that Claudia?
Somebody's listening to us and on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, but I think it got to be some type of retrain these dudes, man. Something has to happen. Like, and that leads to my next question for y'all. The bad apples of the police force. How do we separate the good apples? Because there are some good ones.
That's funny.
I got military and police in my family, but they from New York. But they all about black people, So, but
because you think of it, there's black people out there on power trips too that treat us the same. That treat us like that too.
That's why I said
it's a power trip.
Something wrong with some of these people psychologically.
Yeah, really.
How do we control our anger that we have for the bad apples into respecting the good ones?
It's a personal
that's a good question.
Yeah, see.
That's a really because my grandfather he's retired now. He was a white cop in Chicago. And he kept his family, separate from, from his work or whatever. And, when they did find out, certain situations, whatever, he has certain cops and certain people that, that he either grew up with, went to school with, or, who knew him that, would call him first. If any of my aunts or my uncles or whatever would do certain things or whatever, they would just automatically just call my grandfather. So I think it's mental. And I think the mental evaluation that they go through just from, speaking with my grandfather, that it's not thoroughly. Like if you commit a crime right now and you have a trial or whatever, and they're trying to figure out, did you do something intentionally or how was your mind state? The medical evaluation that they give you guys they give officers before they go in the field is not like that. Basically it's just like it's small. It's a couple of pages. It's not nothing to like actually find out if these people are fucked up in the brain.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's the question. That's the question for y'all. Azova, I want you to touch on it too. How do you separate your anger that you have as a black person for the bad apples, the good apples of the police force?
I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. I don't have that issue, dog. I wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't taught to judge one person or everybody by one person's action. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if I'm getting respect from a cop, I'm gonna respect that cop. That's
Okay.
yeah. I get respect
I
from
like
you.
that. I like that answer.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
You, bro. I'm not gonna walk around in these different neighborhoods around these police and act like I'm more superior than they are. You feel what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? Other people got a different way of having encounters with the cops. Me, bro, I don't have them issues, dog. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have them issues, man. I carry myself how I want to be treated. You feel
me? Okay. Erica, go ahead.
I have had some issues, even with traffic. But like I said, I have a lot of police officers retired in my family, but they're black. They're from New York. It's a whole nother ballgame, But I've had some issues where I've been treated fucked up, even when I did.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because you got officers that are in your family. So when something like the George Floyd thing happens, and you got good officers in your family, how does it make you feel? Like, damn, everybody hate the police, but some of my family is the police, and you feel.
They're old school, so I remember they from New York. It's a whole other ballgame. So the first thing they told me, even when I've gotten in trouble in LA, Pasadena, wherever, they said, "I told you to stay out that white man system, because as soon as they get your fucking prints, you in their system." They reacted the same as just normal people, but they were right.
But you know something? Have you guys ever paid attention to this? Okay, we all from somewhere, grew up around gangs and everything else. These officers, once they get that badge on them, they become a gang. It's them against us. It's just like Bloods against Crips. Yeah. They are automatically feel like, just say the cops or the Crips. They automatically, when they see black, they see red. Like, I don't like you. You're an enemy. Automatically, we're their enemy.
I disagree with you.
It just depends where you're from, I think, too. I don't know.
That cool.
Even if you go to gangs, some Bloods get along with Crips. Some Crips get along with Bloods.
On everything.
Yeah. All cops is not bad cops, yo. All cops
they're not.
Out there. Just like
Claudia, how do you separate it?
I don't think.
I don't know. For me, it's like.
Did she hear me? Oh, okay. There she go.
I gotta see all the evidence. For me, it's more of all the evidence type of situation. Like the George Floyd situation, the verdict was just. The 15-year-old in the situation.
Hold on, we haven't got on that one yet.
Yeah, and it was in the same day.
Got on that one yet.
Same day.
You moving too fast.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really good because
so
that's a whole other issue, though.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that case next. I got a couple of more questions for y'all with this case, but we definitely gonna talk about that one next. So with this guilty verdict, do y'all think that puts us at more at risk to potentially for them getting payback?
That's a good question. I thought about that too. Like, I think it's they're gonna be angry, but like she said, they probably already know he took one for the team. So they probably like, okay, we're gonna let these black people, we're gonna let them tear up their stuff. We're gonna let them act the way they do or whatever. They want to make us angry so that way they can show people that we really are the scary ones, that everybody should really be scared of us.
Because people started doing stuff before the verdict even came. They already started.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So that topic got guilty verdict. We can celebrate until the sentencing. So we're gonna leave that one at that. Okay, so we'll go to the next story, y'all. This episode, I want to touch on these subjects. We probably won't really cover a lot of the up and coming hip hop. We're gonna do that next week and interview more artists. But I want to touch on these news topics this week because I got a lot of people tuning in that want to hear about this. So 3 girls. I don't know if I got the story all the way right. I must just say what I've heard. 3 girls show up to a girl's house. I don't know if they want to jump her, you know what I'm saying, but apparently there's an altercation. Police get called. Police come out. The girl swings a knife. The girl gets shot 4 times by the cops. So my question is for y'all, who was wrong?
The parents that was out there. The parents that were out there.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I believe the parents that were out there and the girl who got shot.
The parents too.
But the girl that got shot is the one who called the police.
Right.
No. That's a mistaken.
I thought that's what they said. That she's the one who called.
No. Because if she was the one who called, when the cops showed up, she would have dropped that knife. And she didn't.
But it was in the midst of everybody. You see, you see what happened. They said that her and her sister did call.
Or they always argue or something.
But
so it's over. It's over. How do you feel about this situation, bro?
Hey man, look, this is what I'm gonna say, dog. We gotta wisen up as black people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand that you could do whatever you want to do, but it's gonna come with some consequences.
Thank you.
Come with some. So I'm gonna tell you like this: if you listen to the video, I believe I hear the cops say, "Get down, get down." You feel me? Like, or he telling me. And if that was my daughter in the pink, I would have wanted that cop to do the same thing he did, bro. You feel me? Like straight up. So this ain't one of them situations where I'm finna be sitting up talking about police shoots a black person, like just like that.
Right.
Like that.
But I think he didn't have to shoot with the gun. He should have used the taser. They're kids.
Well, in a perfect world, though.
In a perfect world,
we would love for them to use a taser instead. But also, the girl who was on the receiving end of that knife could have been gone.
Right.
And that's what you're not thinking about.
Because she looked like she was going for the neck on old girl.
Hell yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. So my thing is,
she was swinging like this. So it would have got body, not neck, because she was swinging like this.
It doesn't matter if you're gonna put that body on neck,
we gotta put ourselves. What if your daughter was the girl in the pink that was about to get her shit slit open?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then
and you see the father right there, like the father was trying to kick the girl before the police came. Like you trying to kick the girl instead of stopping them from freaking fighting. You knew your daughter had a knife. You knew what was going on.
Bro, three girls come to fight my daughter. My daughter's not going outside at all.
Exactly.
Y'all already called the police. So why would
you know how these parents there, you better go out there and fight them. You better go out there and do this, and I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna make sure you're not gonna get jumped. And you know how they act.
This is what happens.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah, man, we gotta change our mentality.
I can't fault that cop. I can't fault that cop at all.
Yeah, you really can't. But you got to think about it. You're a trained officer. You come to a situation where it's out of hand, all fucking ready, and you see somebody with a knife. What the fuck are you going to do? Like,
I can't fight that cop. I can't.
You feel me? That knife was wrong.
It was. That was a big knife.
We're at 22. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and say you can't sit there and say we want them to serve and protect us, and then at the same time oh, we want to throw them under the bus when they don't use a taser.
Exactly.
We can't do that.
But see, I heard one of the theories said that the girl was acting calm until she saw the police, and when she saw the police, that's when she lunged with the knife and started turning up,
getting active. What the heck? And your dad was right there, like.
Yeah, your dad was right there kicking the other chick in the head.
You seen the police pull up. Why didn't you grab your child?
Exactly.
Why didn't you protect your child? You were standing right there.
Or even take the knife out of your kid's hand.
Exactly. Like, if you was going to be like, these girls are trying to fight you, why wasn't you going to fight, you're not going to fight like that. Ain't no way in the world some girls are going to come fight my girls, and I'm like, go get a knife.
Right.
What type of parent? Come on now. These parents need to do better.
You already called the police, so obviously y'all was scared. You might as well just keep her in the house until the police come in.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. It's just wild because, you know, I got some friends of mine and they live by the hood code. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they was like, bro, if somebody come to your house, you know what I'm saying, you got all rights to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what comes with it when shit just gets out of hand, when there's adults that can end this shit.
But just like you said, the code is when somebody come to your house, you're supposed to defend yourself. Like the police code is. If the police is called, you are supposed to protect the people around. And you seen a knife, you see somebody about to be harmed, and he did what he did. I mean, it's sad to say, you know, but he did what he was supposed. I don't think he should have used a gun per se, but that's what you put yourself in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, I feel for that family, but come on now.
In the heat of the
parents
moment,
failed that girl.
As a cop, you see some shit going on like that. Are you really gonna reach for a taser or a gun? Like, come on, let's be real.
When there's kids involved, though, like,
you
don't know if somebody was in the car. You don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
situation.
That's a catch-22. Like Claudia said, that's it's the world we live in, and it's sad.
Yeah, I think people be so quick to say what somebody else should do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, not in these situations where cops probably be seeing kids in the hood with guns at 11 and 12. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And how are we to tell them they shouldn't fear for their life, but they ain't, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the situation is.
See,
I just think sometimes it's easy for us to assess it sitting down, smoking weed on our couch, rather than actually being. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad you said that, because I was driving today and I was thinking, and I'm like, I had to put myself in that cop's shoes for once. You feel me? Like, I put myself in a cop's point of view for once. I get called out to some out of control shit like that. Like, you feel me? Sometimes we gotta put ourselves in a position. It's hard to be a cop. You don't know who's good out there. You don't know who's trying to harm people. You don't know what is what. You feel me? But they got to use a better judgment than I feel what they've been doing. But that situation, I probably would have shot some motherfuckers too if I was a cop. I'm not gonna lie, nigga. I pull up and somebody got a motherfucking knife and swinging it, nigga, I'm shooting.
If you was the parents pulling up and somebody's gonna stab your child, you would have did the same thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, look.
But then,
to add on what you said, highlight. It's like, even if you are a good cop, you got everybody looking at you like you one of them.
Exactly.
So, no matter how good you are, after somebody thinks you something for so long, you probably gonna turn into that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, eventually, naturally, you feel me? So, man, it's like everybody's saying, it's a tricky situation. And like I said, man, black people, we gotta just wisen up. You feel me? We gotta wisen up.
Okay. All right. So let's switch the gear to a couple of hip hop events that we missed last week in the news. Usher was accused of throwing fake money at a concert.
Strip
Now,
club. At a strip club.
I'm gonna have fun with this one. My thing
I think that's
is, people that bought fake Usher CDs, all type of shit.
You have bootleg
So
CDs.
Don't get mad when my nigga want to throw some fake promotional money at a show one night. You feel me? Then let's not forget how y'all ridiculed, bro, and y'all turned on them when them herpes rumors was going around. So I would have threw you motherfuckers some fake money too. Go ahead, give y'all take. Sal, go ahead, you go first.
So the story is that they were at a strip club. Initially, they was at a strip club, and what it was is that he had that money for promotion, and one of somebody from his team left it there, and that's how it got like that. The stripper said Usher threw thousands of dollars. His team left the money on the table in the little VIP area or whatever, and that's what and that's what happened.
Also, so people start reaching for some money left at the VIP shit and got mad.
He just left it there, like he was giving them out to people for promotion. Like this is, just doing his promoting his stuff. So he left it, and then you know how social media is. Oh, I got a Usher buck. You know what I mean? And it ran with it. No, the stripper girl came and she said on social media that he actually threw a lot of money, thousands of dollars. Somebody from his team left the money there, and how social media go from there. Like Usher tried to pull like I got herpes and I ran out the clinic type thing, without paying. No, that's not what he did.
It's over. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I'm dying to talk on this one, man. Hey, look, I think it's a great idea, bro. I might even have to steal that idea, man. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Think about it, bro. Look, him being at the level that he at, women want to love that man and will take a lot from that man. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're giving out Usher bucks, with different little kinky prizes and shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, women love that, bro. So I think it's a clever idea if you think about it like that. You know what I mean? But like she said, he didn't really leave them in there for that. It was like promo bucks. You feel me? And that's a dope idea too.
Which would have been cool. It would have been cool if you got Usher bucks and then you went to his website to get like the album, you could use the Usher bucks to buy a T-shirt or the CD or something or some hot Cheetos or something
Hey, that's a good marketing.
That's a good thing. That's a good promo.
Leave the bucks out there, but put a fucking barcode to your album or whatever, and boom,
that's what you should have did.
Erica, go ahead.
That would have been pretty good.
No, I just sound like somebody thought that came up. That's probably lit, and then didn't realize it was fake money or Usher bucks.
Somebody thought they came up on $40 for an eighth, and it was some Usher bucks.
The weed man was like, "Look, we don't take Usher here. We don't accept Usher here." Next thing you know, you're gonna be driving, they're gonna be going to the bodega or liquor store or something, and it's gonna be a sign that say, "We do not accept Usher bucks."
Right. Hey, Sal, I'm glad you cleared that up for me because I was going in for Usher. Like, yeah, that's what y'all get for accusing us of having herpes, bitch. Take them fake dollars. I fuck with
y'all
Usher,
can't lie. Y'all want some Usher bucks. Y'all know y'all want some Usher bucks.
Hey, Confessions is the hardest R&B album of my generation, my nigga. And
we
then
get
when
Usher bucks to buy some Confessions.
Have y'all watched the story on Confessions on how he really lost the relationship because everybody assumed it was about him, but it wasn't even about him. that was JD's story telling all that shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, man.
Hey,
So what else we got?
That was
what
my
else we
shit.
got in the news, y'all?
Yeah, I'm breaking up. Okay,
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, let's go into the news. Let me hit the let me hit some of the tabloids, see what else we could talk about, man. Congratulations though for Black people on the conviction. We deserve one, at least one, man. I got a question for y'all. Since we don't got nobody interviewing tonight, I want to know, with the up and coming hip hop scene and we all around it, I want to know, what do y'all think? I wanted to ask y'all this tonight. And this year, we already in the summertime. What do y'all want to see from these up and coming artists in the summertime?
More shows, more just coming together, doing stuff without drama, without nobody being killed, and a hot girl summer. No, I'm just joking. We need some more female artists we need some more female artists. Last summer we was popping artists.
Okay.
Last summer we was popping, so we need.
Last summer was COVID and shit was shut down.
Not over
well,
here.
it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't shut down nowhere for me. Yeah, I'm saying, where was it shut down at?
Not over here.
We was still popping.
It's over. What you want to see from these artists, man?
Man, even myself, man, I think collaboration is key. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for us to stop trying to do everything on our own. LA is too divided, man, too separated. So we got to get connected. We got to stop, having these little cliques and just support, man, like helping the next man get on. Like, what you need, bro? Oh, okay, I got the chat. Like, I got that for you. We not like Atlanta and other states. So we got to start connecting and collaborating, man. And like she said, without beefing and somebody getting killed a part of it. You feel me? With all the politics. Right. So that's needed, man.
Doing more things to like connect with our communities too. Like, we really now that we got this conviction, we need to start doing more things with our communities. Like, these rappers, okay, you're on, you know what I'm saying? You guys are rich now. You guys are doing so much now. Now, what are you going to do about your communities now? What are you going to do about these kids? Because you got to think about it. These kids that are buying you guys stuff, that are doing these TikTok videos to you guys songs, what are you doing to help these kids? We had the beginning of something before Nipsey died. You know, he was starting to work with the kids. They were doing like annual, dances and stuff for the kids or whatever. Now that Nipsey is gone, where is those people that are supposed to be, they were all for Nipsey, but where are they at now to connect with these kids? To bring, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're so divided, but we can connect with each other once we start working with each other.
Right.
Helping the homeless, helping each other, buying each other stuff or whatever. Like, it's bad enough that they already think we're, that Black people are a certain kind of way. We need to start supporting each other. We need to start buying each other more of each other's stuff. We need to start, really starting to work with each other and show these people, I'm not saying like white people or anything, but show people in general that we are a community, that we are together, that we can actually work as one. So then maybe if we start doing this, they'll stop fearing us, because they will actually see us doing something, which might make them fear us even more, because they'll feel like we have more power. But at the same time, we have to show our kids something. And that's what we're not doing. We're not showing our kids that even though our kids fear every time they walk out the house, they should have something else besides that fear when they walk out the house of the police or being shot and stuff. They should be able to walk out like we used to be when we were younger, and and our neighbors were looking out for us, and the neighbors would feed your kids, and the neighbors would help out. We need to do that as a community, help each other. It's so much stuff right now since the pandemic. I've been noticing that a lot of Black people are starting businesses. They are, are coming up with new ideas and being, innovative and everything. I think that we need to really tap into that stuff and help each other. It doesn't take nothing but a second to share somebody's post or their video or their product or what they're selling. It takes like literally, a second. We'll go out and go buy the Chinese people stuff. We'll go out and buy Gucci and Louis and stuff like that, but won't buy these other people's things that look just as good. And it's just, that's what I want to see with further, going on further now.
Okay, so Erica, what do you want to see from up and coming artists this summer?
Basically, I said it all, support. But see, you got to remember, at the same time, it is competitive, so people are afraid to support other people thinking they may be better than them. It's always that fear. That person's going to be better than me versus, hey, let me uplift this person and they'll uplift me and may the best man win. It's true, but people are afraid that someone is going to be better. Like he said, Atlanta. I went to 2 shows this weekend. The Atlanta crew stood out from everybody else. They turned up everybody. They was on some different things. They weren't trying to copy and look at the next person and try to be them instead of being there. So it was just a whole nother vibe. So they turned it out this weekend at a whole rap show. It's true. And the love was just different. They wasn't worried about what nobody else was doing or all that. And they even supported the other people. So it's more like Black love.
All right, so I got another topic that's going on. Oh, go ahead.
And on top of that, to add to what she said, when you leave a spot, you ain't got to worry about a nigga asking you where you from. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody having, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to worry about the politics. When you ain't got to worry about the politics, man, it makes it so much easier. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you can do all the networking you need to do when it ain't the game banging going around and the dumb shit. When you actually at an event to network and meet people and not on no weird shit.
Period.
All right, so we're gonna switch it up. Y'all know we cover up and coming clothing brands. We cover, the hip hop trends, the Jordans, the Nikes, Fila's. So it's going around that Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, ended the Nike relationship with Mamba and Nike. I don't know if it was over money or what the situation was, but a lot of people are speculating that before Kobe died, he was going to end his relationship with Nike and start his own company. So some people are starting to speculate, a lot of the theorists that it's a lot of foul play in his death that had to do with him wanting to leave Nike. So what's y'all take on that?
Oh, wow. That's the first time I heard this.
Yeah, it's starting to trend now. Like Vanessa and Nike is into it. I don't know if it's just over money or what the situation is. So my thing is, as a widow wife, do you think she crossed the line by ending the relationship? Or did she do what she needed to do to protect her husband's brand?
Well, she the person that would know that best because that was her husband. So evidently it's something that they've talked about, that he probably discussed with his wife, previous of his passing. But if you think about it, that does make kind of like, sense that it probably did play on, on his death. You think about it, like so many things, and they, I know people talk about the Illuminati and stuff like that. When you try to mess with these people money, they will do something to get rid of you or, eliminate, what they're doing. So
can y'all believe
did what she was supposed to do. Huh?
Can y'all believe it's been over a year since he died?
That's crazy.
Time flies.
Yeah, time flies.
It went by fast. So Azova, man, what's your number one memory on Kobe Bryant?
Man. I would probably have to say number one. Damn. I don't know if I'm number one. I would have to say when he tore his Achilles.
Okay.
He went back on that whole game, and when he went back on the floor and still made shot and made the free throw. You feel me? Like that right there, bro. That tells you like you got to put extra effort into it. Sometimes you're gonna have a little pain, but you still got to do it. You feel what I'm saying? And
right.
That's what that. So I think that was just inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, my number one remembrance on Kobe, man, is crazy because you don't appreciate shit until it's gone. You feel me? So with Kobe, I grew up with my stepdad, and my stepdad was a big ass Lakers fan, big Kobe fan. I hated the Lakers growing up because I'm a Jordan fan, and I always feel like nobody's better than Jordan. My stepdad would be on my ass, like, watch my Lakers get this championship. You know what I'm saying? Watch Kobe do his shit. And Kobe used to pick me off every fucking night because this dude would come out and kill, bro. Like, he was the closest thing to Jordan that you could ever see. Like, looking at a mirror, he was that fucking dope, bro. So my number one thing was when he was playing, I hated Kobe. Like, I couldn't stand him growing up. Like, I hated him because he was that fucking good. But when he retired and I see the way these other dudes is soft and want to run and join each other and do the weird shit they be doing, man, Kobe and Jordan, Kobe was doing none of that, man. Kobe was, I don't care if the Lakers got Smush Parker and 5 other bums, nigga. We gonna still ball. This is LA. I'm a Laker for life, nigga. We gonna ball. I'm not running to join no fucking LeBron or no Kawhi Leonard. I'm not joining nobody, nigga. This is Laker for life. I'm on me. I'm gonna do me, bro. That's what I miss about the NBA, my nigga, is the Kobe and Jordan mentality to where they not running to join nobody, bro. They gonna take the 4 bums you give them on the court.
They made the whole game on everything.
You feel me?
It ain't the same no more.
What's your number one remembrance on Kobe, Sal?
I really don't have too many memories on like the whole Kobe thing or whatever, because I'm not I be keeping 100 with y'all. Unless my kids played for a team, like I really wasn't into teams. But my grandmother, rest her soul, even when she was going through dementia, Kobe was her husband.
Yep.
Like you couldn't tell her nothing. We every birthday, every Christmas, we always bought her little Kobe figurines, t-shirts, jerseys, like posters. She was in love with Kobe. So it's like I really didn't have, I really didn't really pay a lot of attention to him per se playing basketball. Whatever, when him and Shaq would do certain stuff or whatever, and I thought they was like, cool because they was like, they love-hate relationship. They were like brothers. But it was like I got more into him when he like retired, well, from the scandal from him cheating, and then when he retired and you see how he was a father and the things he did for his community and things like that. That's when I really got into, to Kobe.
Okay.
And when he came out with them shoes, like them shoes he had, like I told y'all before, that was like some space shoes. My son was hard on shoes, and I tell you, he would ride his skateboard and they would not scratch, scar, nothing. Like them was the best shoes ever.
You are too funny.
All right, go ahead, Erica. What's your remembrance on Kobe?
No, it's more like she said, because I'm a Celtics fan. But my whole family is Lakers. So my grandma, she 89. She put on that jersey every game he play. My family, they all into that. Like my brother loved the Lakers. So it's more like that. He made the game different, especially for my grandma because she loved Kobe Bryant. So that's, but I'm a Celtic Boston fan, so it's more like I'm arguing with people.
A new thing I want to add to the show, I'm gonna start taking the number one topic on my timeline on Facebook every Thursday, and we're gonna talk about it. So this Thursday, I want to touch this topic that pops up on my timeline. I'm pretty sure it's popped up on y'all's too. Is a man less of a man if he can't afford rent, bills, and everything in the household?
Negative.
Let's start with you. So go ahead.
Without trying? Like, okay, go ahead.
You said is a man less of a man because he can't pay the rent, the bills. You said the phone. Like, what did you say?
The question is a man less of a man because he can't pay everything in the household?
So if he can't provide for his family or pay things, like what's like
a little more clear.
No,
yeah, you gotta
the
make
question
it like
is a man less of a man if he can't pay rent and bills on his own?
He probably don't know how to.
If that's your whole life story, then that's something different. But everybody goes through it. So he might be going through a patch where he don't have the finances that he used to have, or whatever. So is a woman less of a woman? I don't know if I'm off topic, but I think it go both ways. You feel me? So at the end of the day, are you less of a man? No. It's about what you aspire for. You feel what I'm saying? Because most people that are famous today and that got bread, bro, they was broke back in the day and couldn't pay their bills. So what's the difference?
Living in their damn cars and shit.
So, bro, that's a dumbass. Like, I'm not saying that that's a dumb analogy to me to have. Like, or not analogy. That's a dumb perspective to have. You feel me?
Okay, so Sal, is a man less of a man if he can't pay rent and bills on his own?
Hold on, let me swallow. Okay.
Well, early on,
I think that, and I'm just saying this from growing up with a strong father, a man should always be able to provide for his family. I mean, I think that a man within himself would feel like less of a man if he couldn't provide for his family. Now, if you got a man that's just lazy and just want to live off his woman or whatever, then you are less of a man. You can't even call you.
No. The question is he less of a man if he can't take care of every bill and rent on his own?
No.
Does that make him less of a man?
No, not if he can't. No. That don't make him less of a man if he can't pay every bill. Okay, first of all, look, hold on. Okay, because I see where you're going with this. I've been seeing some little stuff on social media when women are first to start off with the game and him saying that his woman should not have to pay no bills, no nothing, no anything. And then you get people like Summer Walker and all them on there like, yeah, you're not a man or whatever. You can't look. If you're in a situation with your insignificant other, your man or whatever, and like he said, at one point in time you was able to do something, but now you can't. So you can't call him less of a man if he's done it, but at this time he can't do it. And that's what you have your woman for, or the person that you're with, to help you, to inspire you, or to, or to give you that push, or or help till you get on your feet. You can't call a man a less of a man just because at that moment in time he cannot pay every single bill. And me as a woman, I would never expect a man to, I'm sorry, it's just me. People might get mad or whatever, but I cannot expect a man to pay every single thing. Every woman will probably love it to have a man that can pay all their bills or whatever. But me as a woman, that seemed like that takes something from me. Especially if I have kids, like I need to show my kids that you don't need a man to take care of you. A man should not have to do everything. I think at some point in a relationship, especially if you're married, it's yours, mine, and ours. You got yours, I got mine. Then we have something together that we provide, we help each other with, and we split bills up, or or we keep each other financially, together. So you can't. He's not less of a man because he don't pay all the bills. Like that's kind of selfish to me. I don't know. That's just me. That's just kind of selfish. He shouldn't have to do everything.
I'm real independent too. We're gonna go back to the mental thing again. It depends on what you're dealing with. You might deal with somebody who don't even know how to do that. Because I find it a lot where a lot of these men have been with women who do everything where their credit hasn't even been used. They got the best credit in the fucking world. Like, it just depends, like, on the situation. Because then they'll come with me and I'll, help them out, but I have to show them things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on top of my game. So you have the money, and they'll even give me like, well, can you do this for me? Because they probably can't do it by themselves. They're going to spend it somewhere else because they're just not used to doing it. So it just kind of depends on what you mean by that. That's why I keep saying, like, now if you got somebody not trying and just doing whatever, hey, that's on you. Because I know I'm going to try. I don't want to be a bum, so you shouldn't want to either. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Period.
Okay, so my take on this is a lot of our fathers and grandfathers was able to do that back in like the 70s and the 60s, in the 80s. But have y'all looked at rent prices lately?
Rent is high as hell.
Y'all looked at the price of bills and how much it costs to live in 2021?
A lot.
So my thing is, who the hell can afford to pay for all this shit on their own if you got a significant other living with you?
Right. It doesn't make sense. Y'all supposed to be a team anyway. I don't know.
We got people in California literally paying $2,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. So you mean to tell me you gonna sit back and watch this person work their ass off and pay for all this shit just so you can say, I got a good man according to the Bible days and he pays for everything? So when this nigga up and die one day because he didn't
you ain't gonna know what to do.
While you sitting there, what the fuck are you gonna do when he can't pay for everything anymore because he dead?
Real shit.
We basing what we want, what we looking for, based off of what a rapper or what rappers, they cheat on every single female they with, bro. Have babies on these women, but these women are listening to them based on what they want off of what they're saying. And most of these women that's thinking that and saying that, they dealing with a nigga right now that they probably taking care of. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bob crazy.
Exactly.
But my thing is, you get these rappers pumping this lifestyle up, but then you also get these rappers saying, I'm tired of gold diggers. I'm tired of females that ain't got nothing. You feel me? But you also on the song saying you willing to pay for everything from jump. So why you get mad when she ain't got nothing?
Doesn't make sense.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. These be the same rappers crying, talking about they tired of gold diggers and they tired of ratchet ass females using them for their money.
It's the moment thing.
Right. It's the moment thing. All right, y'all, man. So we had a good show tonight, man. We're gonna end it early tonight. We did an hour tonight. Next week, we're gonna have the interviews back popping with the up and coming artists, talk more music related, but we had a lot of current events tonight we had to cover, man, and I appreciate y'all takes on everything, man. This was a pretty dope show. We're gonna keep promoting, keep building, our thing is next week, and with the interviews now, since we got the virtual link, try to get everybody to tap in and give their thoughts virtually.
Cool.
Feel me?
That's dope.
All right, y'all. So Good Looking Hip Hop Talks presents The Corner. We'll be back next Thursday, 9:00, man. I'm out of here. It's Highlight, Azova, Sal, America. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
All right, peace.